In the scorching savannah, where the sun dipped into the horizon and painted the sky with hues of crimson and gold, a peculiar lion was born. He had two heads, each with piercing golden eyes and a majestic mane that rippled in the wind. The lion, named Kibo, was a wonder to behold, but his uniqueness was met with ridicule and fear by the other animals. As Kibo grew, he became increasingly isolated. The other lions would mock his dual heads, calling him a freak of nature. The hyenas would snicker and laugh, while the zebras would whisper among themselves, their striped bodies tense with unease. The elephants, with their wise and ancient eyes, would glance at Kibo with a mixture of curiosity and suspicion. Kibo tried to ignore the taunts, but the constant barrage of insults took its toll. He began to withdraw, hiding in the shadows and only emerging at night to hunt. His dual heads would often argue, one voice urging caution, while the other pushed for boldness. The conflicting voices would echo in his mind, creating a sense of discord that Kibo couldn't shake. As the seasons passed, the savannah's animals began to notice strange occurrences around Kibo. Equipment would go missing, only to reappear in odd places. Some animals reported seeing Kibo in two different locations at the same time. The wind would carry whispers of an ancient language, spoken in hushed tones by an unknown presence. The animals exchanged nervous glances, their fear and suspicion growing with each passing day. They began to wonder if Kibo was more than just a peculiar lion. Was he a harbinger of doom, a creature with powers beyond their understanding? One fateful evening, a severe drought struck the land. The savannah's animals gathered at the last remaining watering hole, their thirst and desperation palpable. Kibo, driven by his hunger and thirst, decided to join the crowd. As he approached the watering hole, the other animals gasped in unison. Kibo's dual heads towered above the crowd, his eyes blazing with a fierce inner light. The animals parted, allowing him to pass, but their fear and suspicion were evident. Suddenly, a loud rumble shook the ground. A massive storm cloud loomed on the horizon, its darkness illuminated by flashes of lightning. The animals cowered, but Kibo stood tall, his dual heads raised to the sky. In a voice that was both familiar and yet utterly alien, Kibo spoke. "I am the harbinger of change. My dual heads hold the secrets of the universe. You have mocked me, feared me, and isolated me, but I shall show you the true meaning of power." As the storm cloud descended, Kibo's dual heads began to glow with an otherworldly energy. The animals watched in awe as he summoned the winds, conjuring a maelstrom that brought much-needed rain to the parched savannah. The animals, realizing too late the error of their ways, gazed upon Kibo with newfound reverence. His dual heads, once a source of ridicule, now symbolized his connection to the mysteries of the universe. From that day forward, Kibo ruled the savannah, his dual heads guiding him with wisdom and power. The animals looked up to him, their fear replaced by admiration and respect. And Kibo, the two-headed lion, reigned supreme, his legend forever etched in the annals of the savannah's history. But, as the years passed, whispers began to circulate among the animals. Whispers of Kibo's true nature, of the secrets his dual heads held, and of the mysterious forces that drove him. Some said he was a god, while others claimed he was a monster. One fateful night, under the light of a full moon, Kibo disappeared. His throne, once occupied by his majestic presence, stood empty. The animals searched far and wide, but there was no sign of the two-headed lion. Days turned into weeks, and the savannah began to crumble without Kibo's guidance. The animals grew restless, and their whispers turned to desperate cries. Where had Kibo gone? Would he ever return? And then, on the night of the next full moon, a lone figure emerged from the shadows. Kibo, the two-headed lion, stood before his throne, his eyes shining with a warm, gentle light. "I have walked among the gods," Kibo declared, his voice filled with a deep sense of peace. "I have witnessed the secrets of the universe, and I have returned to bring balance and harmony to our beloved savannah." The animals gathered around Kibo, their faces filled with hope and wonder. And as they listened to his words, they felt a sense of peace wash over them. The savannah, once a land of fear and suspicion, was transformed into a haven,